jump right in. The world of artificial intelligence, it's not just moving fast anymore. It's accelerating at this wild, almost dizzying pace. We're talking about a speed of innovation that's literally reshaping entire industries in a matter of months, not years.
So, to really wrap your head around just how intense things have gotten, you've got to look at the talent wars. This isn't some friendly competition. This is an all-out brawl for the smartest people on the planet.
Yeah, it's basically the new gold rush. And you've got companies like Meta making these huge aggressive moves because they know the future isn't just about having the most computers, it's about having the people who know how to build these incredible systems.
And look at this lineup. I mean, it's just nuts. This isn't just a few hires. Meta is literally poaching top researchers and even entire teams from its biggest rivals, OpenAI, Google, Anthropic. You've got the co-creator of GPT-4, a lead from Google's Gemini, the guy behind GPT-4o's voice. It's a who's who of AI, all being brought under one roof to build what Suck is calling personal superintelligence.
Okay, so while the big guys are in this arms race building these massive closed-off models, there's this powerful counter-movement just exploding onto the scene. It's all about open source, and a huge wave of this innovation is coming out of China. It really kicked off with Kimi K2, a model that just burst onto the scene. And it wasn't just about scoring high on tests. It had a different feel. It was so good at sounding human that with just one little follow-up prompt, you could get it to write stuff that sailed right past the AI detectors.
And then, right behind it, bam! Alibaba drops Qwen 3 Coder. And this thing is a straight-up coding monster. It was trained on 7.5 trillion tokens of data. That's just a mind-boggling amount of information, making it an absolute beast that can go toe-to-toe with the best proprietary systems on really complex coding problems.
And here's where it gets really crazy. This illustrates the next big leap. A model called GLM 4.5 showed it could act like an autonomous agent. It built an entire web application. We're talking database, front end, the whole shebang from a single request. In one shot.
So you look at this table, and the most important part? It's that last column. The license. These aren't just powerful models. They're being released with these super permissive open source licenses. That means anyone, from a student in their dorm room to a new startup, can use this cutting-edge tech for free. That is a total game changer. So with this tidal wave of amazing free open source models, everyone was asking the same thing. What is the world's most famously secretive AI company, OpenAI, going to do about it? Were they just going to sit back and watch? And their answer? Well, it was a total shocker. Seriously, they did a complete 180 on their recent strategy. They dropped their own powerful open source models with a fully permissive license, basically saying, all right, you want to do open source? We're in. They didn't just acknowledge the revolution, they jumped right in.
So all of this new power, both closed and open, is fueling the next massive shift. We're moving away from AI that just, talks to you, to AI that can actually do stuff for you. Welcome to the age of the AI agent.
So what is an AI agent? The simplest way to think about it is like a digital employee. You give it a big, complicated goal, and it figures out the steps, uses tools like a web browser or a code editor, and just gets it done, all on its own.
Remember that GLM 4.5 model that built the web forum? This is exactly how it did it. It didn't just dump a bunch of code. It made a plan. It chose the best technology. It built the database. It coded the user interface. It acted like a project manager, and the entire dev team rolled into one.
And you might be thinking, okay, but how good are they really? Well, they're getting scarily good. OpenAI's agent took on this benchmark for complex spreadsheet tasks, the kind of stuff people do in offices all day, and it scored 45%. Now, human professionals average around 71%, so it's not quite there yet, but wow, is it closing the gap fast.
And that brings us to the really sobering part. This isn't just a cool tech demo. As one analyst pointed out, the potential for automation here is just enormous. And that has some pretty profound implications for jobs in the workforce.
But the acceleration isn't just about thinking and doing complex tasks. At the very same time, AI is getting senses. It's moving way beyond just text on a screen and starting to see and hear the world a lot more like we do.
First up, AI got a voice. And I don't mean those clunky, robotic voices from a few years ago.
I mean voices that are so realistic, they can deliver genuine emotion and personality. It's kind of spooky, actually.
And what's cool is we're seeing this whole ecosystem pop up. You've got models focused on pure emotional delivery. You've got others that are so efficient they can run right on your laptop without a fancy graphics card. And some are built just for speed, for real-time conversations that don't have that awkward telltale delay.
And just as it's learning to speak, it's learning to see. The latest models can take a simple text prompt, or even an image you give it, and turn it into a high-quality, coherent video clip.
Take Google's Veo 3, for instance. We're not talking about those short, weird, abstract clips anymore. This thing can generate polished product ads, create talking head videos with the audio already synced up, and even make B-roll footage for vloggers. This is quickly going from a toy to a serious, creative, and commercial tool.
Okay, so after all that, this crazy whirlwind of innovation, we have to stop and ask the big question. What does all of this actually mean for you and me in our daily lives and our jobs?
When you boil it all down, this great acceleration is really a two-sided coin. On one side, you've got these incredible new tools for creativity, you've got unprecedented access to power through open source, and the dream of having your own personal AI assistant. But the flip side is pretty serious. We're talking about job automation speeding up, it's getting harder to know what's real and what's not, and this intense talent gold rush is concentrating a lot of power in a few places.
Which leaves us with one final, and I think really important question to think about. As AI gets better and better, as it becomes a super intelligent worker, a convincing friend, and even a powerful artist, what's left for us? What's the one skill that remains uniquely human? It's something we're all going to have to figure out. Thanks for joining me.